non-chemical solid waste is the type of waste that has been contaminated and had been used by users of the lab. Each lab have different type of solid waste. For example, broken apparatus, used filter paper, and many else. This solid waste also can affect the environment, especially marine life, if it is thrown into the sea. Therefore, to manage the solid waste, a proper specific container should be prepared so that any solid waste or broken apparatus can be thrown into that bin and it won't be released into the environment. Every lab will have their chemical waste, which can be made up of many toxic elements. Chemical waste can be very dangerous and hazardous, especially to the marine life. If the chemical waste did not be disposed properly, it can affect the marine life, especially in Tasik Unimas. Therefore, to avoid this from happening, the chemical waste should have a specific container to be disposed and is segregated according to their hazard.
Handle and dispose glassware, including those with potential to harm both human and the environment, in a manner that does not harm. We need to learn about the glassware we use and follow proper procedure when handling the glass to avoid any accidents happens in lab. Some general safety tips when handling and dispose glassware is we must use suitable glassware to conduct experiment. One must determine whether the glass used compatible with the chemical that has been used. This is particularly important when involved with acids and alkali reaction. Many of these can react with glass and crack the glassware. Besides that, one must use gloves to handle glassware containing chemicals. Last but not least, one should never scratch the glass because even tiny scratch can crack the glass. To dispose glassware, one must throw the glassware to a special box or bin.
Manage water as efficient as possible. Water resources management is very important to preserve our environment. By reducing the usage of water, energy that required to process and deliver it to homes, businesses, and farm and community can be minimized. Besides that, we can minimize the effect of drought and water shortage to the faculties. Since each of us depends on water to sustain life, plus the population growth also increase from time to time, it is our responsibility to learn more about water conservation that will keep our sources pure and safe for future generations.
Reduce energy consumption in lab. Most mechanisms for generating electricity release carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. While small quantities of carbon dioxide exist naturally in the atmosphere, the generation of electricity has greatly increased the presence of greenhouse gases in the planet's atmosphere. Therefore, to minimize this problem, the electricity consumption in lab must be reduced. For example, only turning on the light at the lab section that being used, switch off all instruments after using it, and turn off the lights before leaving the lab.